And just like that, we cue the wind. Yes, it was nice and still out here, and now the wind has started. So, welcome to day 3 of joy. This is I love this one because we're going to talk about the oil of joy, which is mentioned many, many times in the Bible. And I have my notes, like I said. So, it's mentioned several times in the Bible, but it never really gives the exact description of what is in this blend of oil called joy. We have the oil of gladness. We have the oil of joy. You know, my next series, which is about ancient healing oils, will dive in deeper about the power of essential oils and oil, of how it was used in biblical times. So, but for now, the oil of joy, it's again used as a noun, and it's God will give you this as a way of overcoming your mourning, as a thank you for following Him and trusting Him. You will be bestowed with the joy oil. Several times God reminds us that people of His faith, in Isaiah 6:13 the most, He is giving the oil of joy to those that mourn the land. It's kind of a little ironic with what's going on right now. We are mourning the land a little bit because the land is sick too. As much as this virus is making people sick, the land is sick and trying to regain its beauty back, okay? So many believe that this is a prophecy that Jesus will be coming to live again on this earth. Well, we are in the time right now of Christ consciousness, that we are remembering that Jesus is in each and every side of one of us, right? Because we talked about that in the I Am. So this is again letting you know that it makes you think over and over, if this oil is coming to be a representation of Jesus and giving this oil to us as a way to stop us from mourning, it's almost like a placeholder, and find that you can find salvation coming, and that goes to the joy, Jesus over you. If you believe that Jesus is over you and that this scent is going to help you, then it's all kind of meshing together. Do you see how this whole series has been meshing together? So day 3, Isaiah 61:3, to appoint unto them the morn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for spirits of heaviness, and they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that He might be glorified. So they use the word might because it's all free choice, right? We have that choice. Do we want to go from beauty, give beauty to the ashes? It's all that balancing, right? And oil for mourning. It's not saying it's going to take, if you use joy oil, it's going to take your mourning away. It's just saying that this oil. So I'll go into that a little bit deeper because I want to go to the action step. Today, I invite you to find your joy oil. So I literally use joy oil. It's from Young Living, and it is a scent that I have worn. Oh gosh, I do not ever not put it on every day. Every single day for the past, I want to say 9 or 10 years, I inhale it and then I place the scent over my heart every day. Maybe I can remember on maybe 2 or 3 times I forgot and I was grumpy. So that oil, that scent, is what reminds me that Jesus is over you. It's a scent that I have made to being my own. So I invite you today, as your action step, to go out and find a scent that works for you. And then once you get that scent and you smell yourself all up, whether it be like cookies or apple pie or fresh cut grass, whatever the scent is that tickles your fancy, and affirm to glory the Lord, your higher self, and the universe. Write down 3 ways that you could find beauty today and go get it. And it may take time, to figure this out, but find 3 ways that you can find your inner beauty and go get it. Maybe take a walk. It's a beautiful day here in Utah, so take a walk. It could be taking a long hot bath. It could be calling a friend that you haven't talked to in a while. Just find 3 things today that brings your inner beauty out. And then before you do it, put your scent on. Put your scent over your heart, or smell your scent. I'm going to go into that in a little bit deeper in a minute after we do this. So that's what I said. And do things that bring you joy. If they don't bring you joy, that feeling in your heart, then don't do them. It's your truth. It's your chance to find that inner joy. And we have a lot of time on our hands here. So now's that time to find that inner joy. I do want to talk about one thing, and again, if those of you who don't know, I am a health coach. I specialize in helping people overcome dis-ease in their body and living their joy and their purpose. So I do want to say one thing is that one of the things I do with my clients is the emotional brain doesn't understand words as much as it understands scent and touch. So when you can get into that emotional brain with a scent, you are then releasing and allowing that emotional brain to have a chance to talk, to talk its truth to you. Because most of the time, the self-talk that's going on in here is coming from the critter brain, because the hippocampus is like a filing system, and so something happens, the critter brain, creates a reaction, and then the emotional brain is like, guys, can we just have fun? Can we just get along? Well, the emotional brain doesn't get a chance to talk unless you give it a scent or a touch. That's why snapping of a rubber band or a scent of joy, which is due. So once you do that and you let that emotional brain talk, healing can occur, and good things can start to come in your life because you're allowing your truth to talk. So I really encourage to take this one really to heart, of finding a scent, finding what brings you joy, finding your inner beauty, because you all have it, and finding your truth, and see what happens. So that's what I've got for you today. If you like this, hashtag joy oil in the comments. If you want to learn more about Young Living joy oil, you can message me and I can tell you how to get that beautiful scent in your life. If you want any kind of coaching or anything that I can serve you with, especially during this time, I am up for that too, to just help you find your joy, because you've got that joy down in your heart to stay.